Hello, welcome back to Fat Cat Books. I'm Mr. Mike, and this is my fat cat Puffy. It's story time today, and we're going to read a fun book. Let's see what the book is. It's called How to Potty Train Your Porcupine. What is a potty? That's right, a potty is a toilet. But what is a porcupine? Let's have a look at the front cover of the book. Maybe there is a porcupine on the cover. Look, there is an animal on the cover. The animal has long black hair and brown fur all over its body. That must be the porcupine. The porcupine is wearing something strange. What is the porcupine wearing? Is it underpants? No, those are not underpants. They're too big. It's a nappy, also called a diaper. But there is something funny about that diaper. There are black spikes coming out of the diaper. What are the black spikes? That's right, it's the porcupine's hair. It's coming out of the diaper. There is also some yellow juice coming out of the diaper. What is the juice? Is it lemon juice? Ew, it's not lemon juice. It's pee. There's pee coming out of the diaper. The porcupine's hairs have made holes in the diaper. There is pee coming out of the holes. Oh no, the porcupine cannot wear a diaper. It needs to learn how to use the potty. Let's find out if the porcupine learns how to use the potty.
Fat Cat Books. Please subscribe and press the bell.
Look, there's the porcupine again. It has a lead around its neck. But, oh no, the lead is tied to a post. There is a sign on the post. What does the sign say? It says free. Someone doesn't want the porcupine as a pet anymore. They're giving away the porcupine. And they've tied the porcupine to the post. Oh no, I hope someone finds the porcupine. Puffy, would you like a porcupine as a pet? No, why not? That's right. A porcupine has spiky hair. The black hair is called quills. Make sure you do not touch a porcupine's quills. Ow! Ooh, because if you do, it will hurt. Ow! Don't touch a porcupine's quills. The quills are sharp. Ow! Let's find out if anyone else wants a porcupine as a pet. Let's turn the page. There are some children on top of that hill. There's a boy. The boy is wearing a pink shirt, green shorts, and a bicycle helmet. The bicycle helmet has pink spikes on it. That looks very cool. And there's a girl. The girl is wearing a blue vest, white shorts, and she's also wearing a bicycle helmet. Where are their bikes? They must be riding bikes if they're wearing bicycle helmets. The bikes are next to the children. They are on the pavement. The pavement goes down the hill. What are the children looking at? They can see something. What can they see? Look, it's the porcupine. Oh, the porcupine looks so sad. What is the porcupine doing? That's right, it's blowing. It's blowing a flower. The flower is called a dandelion. Can you blow a flower? You try. Very good. Let's see if the children want the porcupine as a pet. Who are they? There are two grown-ups. The woman has blonde hair, a purple jumper, and a pink skirt. The man has black hair, a green jumper, and blue trousers. They look a little bit confused. What are they looking at? It's the children. The girl is giving a thumbs up, and the boy is showing something behind him. The girl is holding something in her hand. What is she holding? That's right, she's holding the lead. What is the lead attached to? That's right, the lead is attached to the porcupine. There's the porcupine. The children must want the porcupine as a pet. The porcupine is covered in flowers, and it's holding a bouquet of flowers. It looks like the porcupine is offering the flowers. Who is the porcupine offering flowers to? Of course, the porcupine is offering flowers to the grown-ups. The grown-ups don't look too sure about having a porcupine as a pet. Maybe they are worried about the porcupine's quills too. There's another animal there. It's a cat. The cat has grey hair. But we call the hair on an animal fur. The cat has grey fur. The cat doesn't look too sure about having the porcupine as a pet either. I don't think the cat wants the porcupine as a pet. Let's see what the children say. Our parents will let us keep the porcupine if she doesn't make a mess. The porcupine needs to make sure it doesn't make any mess. But I think the porcupine doesn't know how to use the potty. Well, let's hope it doesn't make a horrible mess anywhere. Let's find out. The boy has seen something. What can the boy see? There's a mess on the floor. It looks like juice. Drip, 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 drip. What is that yellow juice? Ew! Look, it's the porcupine. And it's wearing a diaper, also called a nappy. But the porcupine's quills are making holes in the diaper. Ew! And all the porcupine's pee is on the floor. Ugh! The porcupine is making a mess. Let's see what the children say. But diapers don't work for obvious reasons. Obviously, the porcupine cannot wear a diaper. The quills will make holes. The girl is thinking about what else they can do to stop the porcupine from making a mess. If they don't stop the porcupine from making a mess, the grown-ups won't let the children keep the porcupine as a pet. Let's see what else they can do to stop the porcupine from making a mess. It's the grey cat. The grey cat is walking towards a box. The box has a hole. What is this box? That's right, it's a potty for a cat. And the potty for a cat is called a litter box. This is a litter box. The cat must want the toilet. Oh no! The cat has got sharp quills in his bum. Oh, that must really hurt. Poor little cat. What's inside the litter box? The children are having a look. The boy opens the litter box. There's the porcupine. The porcupine is in the litter box. It must be trying to use the litter box to go to the toilet. But now the cat can't use the litter box. Let's see what the children say. And it turns out she can't share the litter box with our cat. The cat and the porcupine can't share the litter box because the porcupine's quills hurt the cat's bum. Ooh, that really looks painful. What are the children going to do to stop the porcupine from making a mess? Let's find out. Look, we're outside. There are many animals outside. Can you name all the animals? There are 3 birds, 2 pink birds, and 1 blue bird. There's a bee's nest on the branch of the tree. And there are 3 bees flying in the sky. There's a hummingbird. The hummingbird can fly and it flaps its wings very fast. There's a butterfly. There are 3 grey squirrels. 1 squirrel is holding a nut. There's a rabbit poking its head out of the hole. There's a worm. The worm is poking out of the ground. There are many ants. The ants are crawling along the grass. There's a big dog. The big dog has a purple collar and a chain around its neck. That's to stop the big dog running away. It might scare people. there are more birds. Those are young birds. Young birds are called chicks. There are 3 chicks in a bird's nest. The bird's nest is inside a birdhouse. There's one more animal. Can you see it? It's a spider. There's a spider in the tree. All the animals are looking at something. What are they looking at?
Oh.
That's right. They're looking at the porcupine. The porcupine looks so nervous. Why is the porcupine nervous? Let's see what the children say. The backyard isn't a good spot because the porcupine needs her privacy. Oh, the porcupine wants to go to the toilet. But everyone is looking at the porcupine. There's no privacy. The porcupine can't go to the toilet with everyone looking at her. The backyard is no place to go to the toilet for the porcupine. Where else can the porcupine go to the toilet? We're back inside. There are the children. They are looking around the wall. What can they see? It's the porcupine. What is the porcupine doing? It's holding a pencil. It's holding a pen. And it's writing on the newspaper. It's doing a puzzle in the newspaper. Let's see what the children say. We try putting newspapers on the kitchen floor, but she keeps getting preoccupied. Oh, they want the porcupine to go to the toilet on the newspaper. But the newspaper has too many fun puzzles to do. The porcupine is getting preoccupied and is doing the puzzles. She's not going to the toilet. They will need to find another place for the porcupine to go to the toilet. Where else can the porcupine go? Let's find out. It's the porcupine. She's looking around the door. She looks a little bit confused. What can she see? What's on the floor? There are flowers. There are flowers all over the floor. But flowers grow outside. There's the boy. The boy is holding a basket of flowers and is throwing the flowers. The boy is also wearing a yellow party hat with white balloons on it. The girl is also wearing a party hat. Her party hat is white and has yellow stars on it. She's holding a pot of glitter and she is sprinkling the glitter on the toilet. Why are they throwing flowers and sprinkling glitter? That's right. They want the porcupine to use the potty. They're trying to make the potty look beautiful. Let's see what the children say. So, there's only one thing left to do. Potty train that porcupine. The children are running so fast. They have dropped the basket of flowers, the pot of glitter, and They've dropped their party hats. They're running so fast. Who are they running after? It's the porcupine. The porcupine is running away. Why is the porcupine running away? She doesn't want to use the toilet. She doesn't like the toilet. Oh no! How are the children going to get the porcupine to use the toilet? Let's find out. Ooh, the children tried to grab the porcupine to make it use the toilet, but they got poked by all the porcupine's quills. Ow! That looks so painful. Ooh! Let's see what the children say. But first, we need to procure some prickle-proof protection. The children need something to stop the porcupine's quills from poking them. Let's see what they get. Look, the children have procured some prickle-proof protection. The boy is wearing a pair of green goggles, a pair of red boxing gloves, 2 pillows, one on the front and one on the back, and a pair of big brown shoes. The girl is wearing a colander on her head. A colander is used for pouring away the water when you cook pasta. She's also wearing a pair of oven mitts on her hands. 2 pillows, one on the front and one on the back. And she's wearing 2 boots. Those are purple boots with white spots on them. Let's see what the children say. Perfect! The girl thinks they have the perfect prickle-proof protection. Now they can go and grab the porcupine and make her use the toilet. But first, they need to find the porcupine. Where has the porcupine gone? Let's find out.
And then we need to find her.
The children are looking for the porcupine. Where is the porcupine? First, they look next to the dustbin. What can you see? There's a red box behind the dustbin. There's 2 brooms. There's a mop and the mop bucket. And next to it is a dustpan. Well, there's no porcupine here. Can you see one? We'll have to keep looking. Let's see if the children can find the porcupine in the next room. The children are in the sewing room. There's a sewing machine. The sewing machine is used for fixing clothes. Next to the sewing machine are some reels of thread, some fabric, and 2 pin cushions. That's where you put your pins when you don't need them. Why are there 2 pin cushions? And why does one of the pin cushions have 2 eyes and 2 nostrils? Never mind. The porcupine isn't in this room. Can you see the porcupine? The children are looking in the greenhouse. That's where you grow plants. There's a tall plant with long green leaves. There's another tall plant with short leaves and long stems. There's another plant with purple flowers and green leaves. Another tall plant with green stems and pink flowers. There's a tall cactus and a short cactus. And there's another plant with long leaves and white flowers. There's a very odd plant there with long, thin, black leaves. Well, I cannot see the porcupine. Can you see it? No? Well, the children will have to look in another room. Let's see if the porcupine is in the bedroom. Is the porcupine under the bed? The girl is lifting the pink cover. Meow! That's not the porcupine. That's their grey pet cat. Maybe the porcupine is under the rug. The boy lifts the purple rug with flowers on it. There's no porcupine under there. Maybe the porcupine is on the bookshelf. Can you see the porcupine on the bookshelf? There's a brown teddy bear. A purple troll with long purple hair. A green troll with long green hair. A brown troll with long black hair. And a pink troll with long pink hair. There's no porcupine here either. Oh no, the children cannot find the porcupine. They will need to think of another way to catch the porcupine to make her use the toilet. Let's see what else the children do. The children are playing music. Look, the boy is playing a trumpet. Can you blow a trumpet? Very good. The boy is also playing some drums. Boom, 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 boom. Can you play the drums? Boom, 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 boom. Very good. The boy is also squeaking a horn. You try. Very good. The girl is playing the tambourine. Can you pretend to play the tambourine? You try. Very good. She is also shaking some bells on her leg. Can you shake? Very good. The girl has a net. She's holding it behind her back. Why is she holding a net? Let's see what the children say. Luckily for us, porcupines love music. The children are playing music to stop the porcupine from hiding. Now the porcupine has run out and can't resist dancing. She's dancing around the room. Now the children can try and catch the porcupine with the net. Let's see if they catch the porcupine. The porcupine is jumping and spinning and twirling around in the air. The porcupine is such a fancy dancer. Unluckily for us, porcupines are fancy dancers. The girl is trying to catch the porcupine with her net. She wants to catch the porcupine to make it use the toilet. But the porcupine is such a fancy dancer. It is too fast. It jumps and spins and twirls around. The girl cannot catch the porcupine. They will have to think of another way to get the porcupine to use the toilet. How else can they catch the porcupine? Let's find out. But all that twirling makes her hungry for Porcupine's favourite treat, chips. The porcupine has found some potato chips, also called crisps, on the floor. The porcupine follows the chips and has found the bag. She's eaten the bag of chips. But where are the children? There they are. They are still wearing their prickle-proof protection. They are hiding behind that plant with tall leaves. The girl is holding something. What is she holding? It's a rope. Where does the rope go? It goes up into some pulleys and around. It's attached to a box. The box is above the porcupine. The children are trying to catch the porcupine in the box. Let's see if they can catch her. The children have caught the porcupine. They are running up the stairs with the porcupine in the box. The porcupine is still munching crisps. She doesn't seem to mind that she's been caught. She loves eating those crisps so much. She loves chips so much, she doesn't even notice as we shampoo and condition her quills. The children have drawn a bath for the porcupine, and now they are washing the porcupine. They shampoo her quills, and they condition her quills. The shampoo will wash her quills, and the conditioner will soften her quills. That will make them less pokey. But why are the children giving the porcupine a bath? Let's find out. The porcupine is sitting on a chair. It's sitting at a dressing table. The dressing table has lots of makeup on it. And the porcupine is powdering its nose. The children are behind her. The boy is curling the porcupine's quills into some curlers. And the girl is drying the porcupine's quills. She's drying the quills with a hairdryer. Use our mum's hair curlers so the porcupine won't poke us. And then put her on the potty with a gentle pat. We did it! The children have curled the porcupine's hair so it can't poke them. Now they don't need the porcupine prickle-proof protection. They can pick up the porcupine and put her on the toilet. But the porcupine doesn't look very pleased. I don't think she wants to use the toilet. Let's see if she uses the toilet. Whoops! Maybe the curlers were a mistake. The porcupine is now very round. She easily rolls away from the toilet. The children try to grab her, but she rolls away too fast. Boing, 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 boing. She is rolling out of the door. Oh no! The children didn't get the porcupine to use the toilet. They will need to think of another way to get the porcupine to use the toilet. What else can they do? Let's find out. Oh no, the children look very sad. It doesn't look like they can think of an idea of how to get the porcupine to use the toilet. If the porcupine doesn't use the toilet, she'll make a mess everywhere. Ew. And that means their parents won't let them keep the porcupine as a pet. It looks like the cat is not sad about that. The cat doesn't want the porcupine as a pet. She's smiling a little bit. Let's see what the children say.
Now, what can we do? We'll never get to keep the porcupine for a pet.
The children have run out of ideas. What else can they do? Let's see if they can think of another idea. That boy is running! He's running from that table. And he's holding something. What does he have in his hands? He has a piece of paper and a crayon. Why does he have a piece of paper and a crayon?
Wait, I have an idea. Maybe all we need to do is ask her nicely.
The children never told the porcupine why they want her to use the toilet. Maybe if they write her a very nice letter and explain why they want her to use the potty, she might use the potty. Let's see what the children write. Dear Porcupine, please use the potty when you need to go poop poop or pee pee, because we want you to stay here with us and become part of our happy family. Thank you. The porcupine is reading the note. Will she use the potty? Does she want to be part of the family? Let's find out. The children are hiding behind the wall. They're peering around. The boy looks very nervous. No. He's biting his nails. No. The girl is crossing her fingers. People do that when they really want something to happen. And they are saying please. Please, 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 please. The porcupine is heading into the toilet. Does that mean the porcupine will use the potty? Let's find out. I hear a flushing sound. That's the sound of the toilet. The porcupine has used the toilet. The children are so happy. They're cheering. Yay! And they are jumping. Yay! Now the porcupine won't make a mess anymore. There's the parents at the door. Dad is giving a thumbs up. And Mum is giving a thumbs up. They can keep the porcupine as a pet in their family. Everyone is happy. Well, apart from the cat. The cat still doesn't want the porcupine in the family. It's not so sure about those spiky quills that hurt the cat's bum earlier. Well, that story was really good. Do you have a pet? Where does your pet go to the toilet? That sounds like a good place for that pet. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story, and make sure you press the subscribe button and the like button to get more stories from me, Mr. Mike. See you next time. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Puffy. Get a range of English learning materials for home and for school at fatcatbooks.uk, such as the Essential Vocabulary course, perfect revision for the Trinity and the Cambridge Early Learners exams. You can also get the Complete Phonics Programme. Give your child the best tools to learn how to read and spell perfectly. The Phonics Programme has different stages to match your child's progress. They include various resources, including an interactive book to complete the activities with me, Mr. Mike. There are also flashcards and a range of games, including fun PowerPoint games to play on the computer. Visit fatcatbooks.uk to download now. It's a great way to support the channel while also getting excellent materials to learn English. Goodbye.